A reader sent me this message. I bought your book 2 months ago and I'm down 20 pounds. My cholesterol is down 50 points. Thank you for your book. Another reader said this book felt like having a personal health coach. It explained fasting in a way that I finally understood. Another said, I started 16/8 fasting after reading this. It finally clicked. Another one said, I feel great, sleeping well, gaining strength with high intensity training, not losing muscle, I am losing fat. These are not influencers. These are not paid testimonials. These are busy adults who were stuck and found a system that actually worked. I'm Dr. John D'Ambrosio, chiropractor for over 32 years, author of the book Fasting That Works, and I personally lost 20 pounds of fat while maintaining and even building muscle using intermittent fasting. So, what these people have in common is extremely simple. They stopped looking for perfection, they stopped chasing the next diet trend. They built a repeatable structure around when they eat, not what they eat first, when. Because when you control your eating window, you control insulin, you reduce decision fatigue, and you eliminate late night emotional eating. And what happens? Your body finally has time to tap into fat for fuel. One reviewer actually said, this book gives you enough science to understand the process, but not so much that it overwhelms you. That was totally intentional because most people do not need a PhD in metabolism. They need clarity. They need a plan. They need something they could start today. Another reviewer said, if fasting has ever felt overwhelming, this book breaks it down in the simplest terms. So here is what fasting is not. It is not starvation. It is not skipping meals out of guilt. It is not, definitely not, punishment for eating too much yesterday. Fasting is structure. It's giving your body predictable windows of eating and not eating. You eat here, you don't eat here. And then your metabolism knows what to expect. When you eat all day from the moment you wake up until late at night, your insulin stays elevated, your body stays in storage mode, and fat loss becomes almost impossible. But when you compress your eating window into a 6 to 8 hour window, or even a 4 to 6 hour window with 1 to 2 solid meals, your body spends 16 to 18 hours not processing food. During that time, insulin drops, growth hormone increases, autophagy ramps up, your body switches to burning fat, and inflammation starts to calm down, which is massive. This is not theory. This is what happens in real life. Real people experience this, and they're not trying to be perfect. One person wrote, change is never easy. Fasting takes planning and discipline, but this book gives you a clear way to use fasting to change your body chemistry. When in doubt, follow the directions, it works. The last part matters. Follow the directions. Don't customize it on day 2. Don't add your own rules. Do not panic when the first 3 days feel kind of weird. Your body has been running on constant food for years. It needs time to adapt. Totally normal. Another reviewer said, I do not like to read that much, but this book condenses it down to what you really need to do to get results. That is the goal, not to impress you with complexity, but to give you an actual tool you can use. So here's what fasting actually looks like. You ready? You pick a daily eating window. For most people, it seems to be an average between 12 and 8 or 1 and 7 p.m. You eat 2 meals inside that window. Real food, protein first, whole foods. Outside that window, water, black coffee, tea, nothing with calories. That's it. That is the system. Make sure you exercise and get enough protein. And when you do that consistently 4 days a week, then 5, then 6, your body starts responding. Fat loss picks up. Energy stabilizes. Cravings drop. Sleep improves. And inflammation goes down. One reader dropped 20 pounds in 2 months. Another dropped cholesterol by 50 points. These are not miracles. These are the predictable outcomes of giving your body what it actually needs: time to rest, time to repair, time to burn fat instead of constantly storing it. If you tried everything, if you feel stuck, if you're tired of complicated plans that don't work, this is the reset. Not because I said so, because real people are doing it and getting results. If you want to see how to put this together, there is a link in my bio for my free fat loss cheat sheet, my 5-star reviewed book, Fasting That Works, and my Fasting That Works Fat Loss Masterclass. It is all there. Use the resources available.